Welcome to the Life Coach Office Training Room. In this video, we're going to discuss a few tips and tricks that will help you with your coaching journal. Okay, so there's a couple of things for you to learn about your coaching journal. As you may already know, the journal is the way you can chronicle the coaching relationship. Every time you send out a meeting request to your client, a new page in the journal opens up. Our journal is completely customizable. And all you need to do is go to the journal template, click on new, and you can create a brand new coaching journal. And you can make one that will match any program or method of coaching that you choose to use with your clients. Now, one of the things that I want to show you is how to select a default coaching journal. That would be the coaching journal that comes up and is chosen for every message that you send out, for every meeting request that you send out. This will stop you from having to always go in and select a message if you're not using the standard client meeting. As an example, if you would prefer to always use, let's say, the client intake form, the way this is listed, as your default journal that goes to the one that's being selected for your meeting, you're simply going to go into edit, and here there's a little button that says set default. You would click that and click submit. What will happen is that you'll see a star. See that yellow star? It's going to appear also in the list. That's going to appear, and that's how you know which journal is selected as the default journal. See the little star there, client intake form, and let me show you what I mean. When you go to your calendar and you go to new meeting, this is the journal. The client intake form is the one that automatically appears. You can absolutely go in and change it to whichever one you want. So if you create a journal, if you customize your journal, and you plan to use that particular journal all of the time for most of your coaching, it makes sense to go ahead and to make that particular journal template your standard coaching journal, your default coaching journal. I'm just going to change this back to the 90-day U so that you can see how that's done once again. You just click set and submit, and it's going to move. There's that star, and you'll see when we click on the template list, the star is going to be next to 90-day U. Okay. The other thing that I want you to understand is that if you make a mistake in your journal, like some kind of spelling mistake, maybe it's something that you didn't catch and your client is the one telling you about it now, you need to only go in and click edit and make the change right here from the template. Just understand that any change that you make is going to change every journal template, whether it's past or whether it's something that is out there for a meeting that's coming up. All right, so if you had a meeting with someone 2 months ago and you use this program, this template, and let's say you want to change that to program, maybe you want to just say course instead of program. All right, when you change this and you click submit, that word is going to change from program to course in every coaching journal, including ones from the folks that you coached with a couple of months ago. Okay. Now, the other thing is that maybe you're coaching with a particular group and you're only doing this coaching maybe once a month, but you decide, you know what, I want to add something to this coaching journal. I want to give them something else that I want them to do. Maybe I want them to do an envisioning exercise or something like that. You can go into the coaching journal and you can add that section, and that person will get it in their journal. What does that mean? So in the 90-day U, let's say you have someone that is currently using that particular journal, okay? If you go in and you edit it, and let's say you add a section, and we're going to call this section creating a new vision, okay? Answer the questions to create your vision. That's the instructions. And then I want the client to be able to edit it, and we're all going to be able to see it. And the question is, how do you envision yourself at the end of 90 days? Okay, click submit. And now every client that has this coaching journal template as as one of their coaching journal templates will also have creating a new vision as a section for them to go fill out. So maybe they filled out the other sections. You can now send an email to the group and you can say, hey, go ahead and I've created a new section in your coaching journal for the month. We'll talk about it when we have our coaching meeting. Okay, I think that that's kind of cool that you can do that. All right, last tip that I want to share with you about your coaching journal has to do with the coaching journal name. Okay, now when you go to, let's see, your clients here, and let's just go to Dave because I know he has a lot of journals, and we're going to go to coaching journal. This is how you get to your clients' coaching journals. Each one of these is the journal, the title of the journal, and this is the meeting date that you had the meeting, okay? The title that appears is the actual subject line of the meeting request. Let me show you that. So when you go and you create a new meeting, the session title right here, that is the name of the coaching journal when you go to the client's journal, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to Dave's journals, and Dave has this meeting here on October 19th. We had a meeting, and I want to edit that meeting out. The reason why I want to edit it is because he has some really great insights about what's blocking him from moving forward in his business, okay? And it had to do with planning his time. And I want to go back to the coaching journal because I want to be able to remind him of the things that he wrote that were a struggle at that time because he's really doing very well. Well, this is the actual meeting request, the original meeting request, okay? And this is where I wrote this out. We're going to change this. Great, and I'm going to put great insights about time management, okay? That's what I want the journal now I want to be able to go back to it and see it. So I'm going to click save. I'm not going to notify him now. I'll just tell him when I talk to him about it later. Okay. Now let's go back to my client and let's go back to Dave and let's go to the coaching journal. Remember, it was the second one down. And there it is, great insights about time management. Now remember, I know you saw that there were several people that received this because this was a group meeting. And that means that this title changes for all of those folks, okay? So one of the folks it was Everton. Okay, so let's go back to client Everton. You'll see what I mean. Everton. This is the reason why you have to be very careful about changes that you make because it can affect everyone. Coaching journal, great insights about time management. So he's receiving that also because I changed that journal, you know, and that journal affects that entry, the meeting, and that affects everyone. So therefore, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that this is going to be something that's going to affect that client and that client only. But we're going to say that just, you know, for argument's sake, that we had a great meeting where we talked about time management and how that's a struggle for people to be able to get things accomplished. And so I want to make sure that I'm making note that this was the meeting where that happened. So all three of the clients that were a part of this meeting, when they go to their coaching journal, they will see this. And they'll be able to go into the coaching journal and see all the notes that were there. Those were the few tips and tricks that I had about the coaching journal. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have something that you think is a great tip for the coaching journal, please click on LCO support, send that over to me, and I'd love to create a video to share it with everyone in the Life Coach Office community. Until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy coaching.